Wow, that was quick. Hey guys, drdecks here. I've got a really cool tool I want to talk to you about today. It's made by DeWalt, and this is, basically I call this thing a hole hog. I've never owned one of these before. I've seen a lot of electricians use these, and there's been some circumstances on our jobs where we really could have used one of these. So if you like this review today, please click that subscribe button, hit the bell icon to be notified when we put out fresh content. Look at me, I got the directions right here. The reason I have them is so that I can tell you exactly what this tool is. All right, so this is the DCD443, I believe, DCD443. So DeWalt sent us this tool to test. And basically, because I saw it, I was like, hey man, I'd really like to see that. That's a really cool tool. I've always wanted one. I've always wanted to try one out. What this thing is, it's a compact, well here, let's read. It's a quick change, compact stud and joist drill. When you see a lot of electricians, they like to use a tool like this because they got to get through studs quickly when they're routing wires through a house. And usually they only have about 12 inches, maybe 14 max, in between stud bays. It just depends on how the house is framed, all right, or between, the wall studs. And so they need to be able to get into an easy, compact space. So that's what this thing's all designed for. And you can tell this thing is heavy. It's heavy duty. It's going to be geared for torque. So it's going to rip through lumber like no other's business, right? So it's variable speed. All right. There's a cool light right here. Can you see that? Morse code? Anyone? All right, basically you've got that. You've got a trigger lockout. You got a forward and a reverse and a trigger lockout. So when you store your tool, if you put this switch in the middle, the trigger can't be depressed and it won't run inside your toolbox, or if something lodges up inside the handle or whatever. There's forward right there, reverse right there. Okay, probably one of the coolest things about this drill that I didn't even realize was that it takes a special bit. Now, I've actually owned these bits, but you can see at the top of the bit, there is a detent, or an indentation right here. Okay, that's to lock it in place on the drill. So one of the coolest parts about this drill is all I gotta do is pull back on this spring-activated portion of the chuck and drop that in. Now this is locked in, and we can rock and roll. Now, the type of drill bits that you use with this drill are very specific. They're specific in the way they attach, and they're specific in the way that they drill. So if you look at this bit, this is brand new, Milwaukee bit. I went and bought this. Okay, I paid for this part. And it has a spiral shank on it that grabs the wood, and it forces this bit to go deeper into the wood. When you stop drilling, to pull it out, you have to hit reverse to get these spirals off. It came with an extra spiral shank, okay? So in case I hit something metal and I ruin this one, I have another one that I can use. This is a gnarly bit, and as long as I don't hit any steel or metal with it, it'll last a really long time, and it's gonna rip through a lot of lumber. We're gonna do some testing here in just a minute once I get through the advantages of this drill. So I also purchased a pretty long, about a 12-inch extension with the same type of fitting on the end. So you pull back on it, it's a quick fitting, and then you let go, and now it's locked and loaded. You don't have to run any kind of a tensioner on it. You don't have to use those old school tighteners that you use on like drill presses and things like that. So if you want to use this, you just pull back on this. I notice the spring is really heavy duty on this drill. This one, not so much. It's a little bit easier to pull back on. But if you need to get through a lot of material, pick yourself up the extension as well. I think the bit was $35 and the extension was $30. And then this drill retails for around $220, I believe. And that was a tool only. It didn't come with any batteries or chargers or anything like that. All right, guys. Well, that's about all I know about this drill. Let's see how it drills through a piece of 2x8, okay? All right, so it's gonna take this over here. Just happen to have a piece set up. Now, remember, I'm just clamped to a rickety table, so this is not firmly positioned, so we may or may not have issues depending on how well this goes. But we're just going to try to get through this piece of 2x8. Pretty good. Wow, that was quick. So what happens is this pilot hole, which I could probably adjust out a little bit, what we'll do is I'll open this up and I'll pull this out. The further out you pull this pilot, see, because it's adjustable, right? So if you pull it out a little bit further, you get a better bite into the wood. So let's see what happens when we do that. All right, here we go. Test hole number 2. Pretty good. So that's a 2-inch hole. So that 2-inch hole took about what? Let's try one full speed. Ready? 1, 2, 3. About 3 seconds, 4 seconds. So brand new drill, brand new bit, works pretty darn good. All right guys, thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed watching this video about this cordless compact drill, please click subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell icon. Don't forget to leave us a comment and like our videos, we really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, have a great day.